The Trump trials, February 5th, 2024. An update. The federal election interference case. Date indicted, August 1st, 2023. Scheduled trial date, March 4th, 2024. The update, it ain't gonna happen. The court is the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. The charges, 2 counts related to obstructing an official proceeding and conspiring to obstruct an official proceeding. 1 count of conspiracy to defraud the United States government and 1 count of conspiracy to violate rights. Now, what's the case about? More than 2.5 years after violence erupted at the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021, Special Counsel Jack Smith indicted Trump for his alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election and disrupt the certification of the electoral vote so he could remain in power. Prosecutors argue that Trump's actions were an attack on American democracy, our centuries-old tradition of the peaceful transfer of power. Update. Trial has been delayed. This happened last week. It's been taken off the calendar. We are now waiting for the D.C. Federal Circuit Court of Appeals to rule on Trump's motion to dismiss because he insists he has total immunity. Now, since this trial is delayed, there is a possibility that the New York State hush money case can move forward. Now, the background. Trump was indicted on March 30th, 2023. Now, this was his first criminal indictment, so it was a big deal. The scheduled trial date, March 25th, 2024. But the prosecutor in this case has always said he will move it back if necessary to accommodate federal courts. This court is the New York State Supreme Court. Charges 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree. What about the case? The grand jury voted to indict Trump, making him the first former U.S. president to be criminally charged. And this opened the floodgates, marking the beginning of a series of indictments against the former president. The indictment accuses Trump of falsifying business records in connection with a payment made during the final weeks of the 2016 presidential campaign to adult film star Stormy Daniels, who had threatened to reveal that she had a 2006 sexual encounter with Trump. The case alleges that Daniels was paid $130,000 by Trump's then personal lawyer, Michael Cohen. Now the famous Michael Cohen of Mea Culpa podcast. That was in October 2016 that the alleged payoff occurred. Now, in addition to the hush money payments to Daniels, Trump is also charged in connection with payments to a Playboy model, Karen McDougal, and a doorman to prevent scandals from circulating during the 2016 campaign. Now, in New York, falsifying business records is a felony. That's why Trump is under a felony indictment here. Of course, Trump has denied having an affair with Daniels or anybody else, and he said the payment to her was not campaign related. Trial date, March 25th. Stay tuned. This could be the first one. The classified documents case in Florida. Trump was indicted on 2 dates, 2 indictments, June 8th, 2023 and July 27th, 2023. Now, the scheduled trial date is May 20th, 2024. That most likely is not going to happen because the judge in this case is kind of doing a slowdown. There are 32 counts of willful retention of national defense information and on and on. That's just like 1 count. Now, here's the update. I'm quoting, quote, here was the headline. Jack Smith's prosecutors use new filing to fight back against Trump's claims in Mar-a-Lago documents case. And here's the gist of the update. Quote, Special Counsel Jack Smith's office is defending how the federal government, during the Joe Biden presidency, sought to repossess White House records Donald Trump took and how the case evolved into a federal investigation. This was an expansive, and it's online now, so you could take a look at it, 67-page filing, and it offered a detailed retelling of the standoff with Trump as a way, quote, to set the record straight, Trump prosecutors say, on the origins of the Mar-a-Lago documents case as they fight to keep the case on track for a spring trial. So that's the update in the classified documents case. If you've ever wondered about this case, I've done many videos on it. There's now this new information on it. I take a look if you're interested in this kind of thing. So that's the update on that case. So we've had 3 cases now that have updated. Here's the last one. Georgia election interference case. What? Oh, I could use some bad words right now here, but I'm not going to do it. Trump was indicted on August 14th, 2023. The scheduled trial date, August 5th. The court, Fulton County Superior Court. The charges, there are many, many charges, and there are many, many other defendants. The indictment lists 41 charges, 13 of which are against Trump and 18 other defendants. Some of those defendants have taken plea deals. I won't go into all the background because I'm sure you all know about it, but the update is, yes, the allegations made against District Attorney Fani Willis, that Fani Willis was having an affair with the man she appointed to be special prosecutor. And I'll just read from one of the documents that I have. Mike Roman, one of Trump's co-defendants, filed a motion accusing Willis of having a romantic relationship with Nathan Wade, the case's lead prosecutor. Willis's allies have argued that there is no law in Georgia requiring her or Wade to be dismissed from the case. But Trump and his associates have used the allegations to question the validity of the prosecution, and Trump's legal team has filed a motion seeking to have the indictment dismissed. On Friday, which was the deadline, this last Friday, Fani Willis responded because she had until that date to respond to the motion to dismiss. And I'll just list, it's a long response, but she argues against dismissing the case and she lays out all the reasons. And here are some of them. 1, District Attorney Willis has no financial conflict of interest that constitutes a legal basis for disqualification. 2, District Attorney Willis has no personal conflict of interest that justifies her disqualification personally or that of Fulton County District Attorney's Office. The next point, the attacks on the special prosecutor Wade's qualifications are factually inaccurate, unsupported, and malicious, in addition to providing no basis whatsoever to dismiss the indictment or disqualify Special Prosecutor Wade. And it goes on for pages and pages, citing case law of why, if she had a special relationship with Wade, which she says now she admits she did or does, that there's no reason to dismiss the case. And I had some opinions about this in my podcast. I'll save you the pain of listening to them here. But that's an update on the 4 criminal cases pending against Trump. And of course, we're waiting for the appeals court to make a decision on Trump and whether or not he's immune because he was the president. That decision could be at any time. It will most likely be appealed to the United States Supreme Court, but the court could kick it back. I'm Gloria Moraga, political woman. Please vote and stay right here and follow me